All right, I'm gonna say this because I'm making this video because there's a woman on YouTube crying about being a single mom and no man is dating her. Let me explain this to you. It's nothing personal against single mothers. We men that have money are not dating you because if you are silly enough to do this and you have more than above average income like I do, you have completely made it in life. You're in complete control of your life. If you do this, you're going to get put on child support. You're not married to her. As soon as you take over as dad, whether that's your intention or not, if you support her and that child, she's got the leverage on you. As soon as she breaks that off and does not have that support that you are providing, this is why supporting a woman outside of a marriage is so silly. Even if you marry her, you're going to be responsible for that child support. Either way, marriage or not. Any support going towards this household with this child is going to resort in child support. There are at least 5 different ways that you could be put on child support: signing the birth certificate, natural birth, if you're married to her and she has a child while within the marriage, and even though the child is not yours, child support. You adopt the child support. If you get married to her and she divorces you, you're going to be put on child support. That's at least 5 different ways. Okay, so that's how you're going to get caught up in this. And like I said, it's nothing personal. I'm not bashing these people. I'm just telling you, for your own good, get an older woman, or if you desire your own family, get a woman that's got no kids, so you create your own family, right? You marry her, you create your own. That's your blood. If you're paying for your kid, it's going to feel a lot better for you paying for your own child than somebody else's child that does not care about you. Because when you raise kids that are not yours, especially when they're stuck in their ways, the mother has been raising them, so they have the mother's traits and personality, some of her personality. And the first thing they're going to tell you is you're not the daddy. As soon as you try to give that child any kind of instruction, the first words uttered out of that mouth is, "You're not my daddy." And the mother is going to back that up to reinforce that to that child. Why are you going to put yourself in that environment? Like, literally, this whole scenario is completely optional, to the point where uh, why you don't even have to put yourself in this. So why choose it? So if this is what you choose, don't complain about it later. That's all I gotta say. And as soon as she realizes how much leverage she has on you, you're gonna get put on child support. My wife is 7 years older than myself. I'm 45, she's 53, and I did that on purpose because I worked my ass off, accomplished my goals. All of my goals have been accomplished, and I deliberately had a vasectomy, deliberately chose an older woman, and deliberately settled down and got married in the manner that I did to protect myself financially. All of that was the plan. I was a virgin 20 years ago in my 20s on purpose because I had a plan that did not involve paying child support. Also, important to note, I'm 100% PNT, disabled combat veteran with PTSD. Child support will take advantage of my PTSD rating and diagnosis to fuck me over. That's another valid reason of why I did not do this. I didn't even want to do this 20 years ago. And even with this PTSD rating and my money, I am definitely not doing it now because they will use it against me to completely fuck me over, to take the money out of my pockets, because my money is guaranteed to me for life. For life. Like, literally, I'm 45 and I will never work again. And they want to collect that. They want a piece of it. So my money is not yours. My veterans benefits is not, this is not what you are going to do with my veterans benefits. So I have protected myself and then some and raised the bar. Now I have a beautiful woman that's all came established. I combine her established life with my money, and we're doing much better than we could have done individually. This is a 3-bedroom house. This is my personal room. My wife and the dog is next door. They have, every adult in this house has their own personal bedroom. I turned my personal room into a video game arcade. I don't know if you're seeing this, but I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, that's what I'm watching right there on the TV. But I don't know how much of the TV you just saw. I watched the video when I put it up on there. But I'm in front of a 55-inch TV. Got the Xbox Series X on. PlayStation 5 Pro is offline. I got the regular PlayStation 5 over there, on a small computer monitor, and the PC right there. And I'm butting into some Dragon Age Inquisition on Xbox here pretty soon. So you see, I have earned my life. I get to enjoy my life in peace. You think if I had taken on minors, that I would get to sit here and play all of this? Them kids will be crying for all my stuff. That's yet again another valid reason to not do it, because the stuff that I like, children would be crying for or begging me to buy them that shit. I'm not about to spend $500 on a game system and give it to an 88-year-old. That's not happening. Because these systems, if a little kid that's not mature gets a hold of one of these systems, they're not going to appreciate that. That system's going to end up broken or malfunctioning because they didn't buy it. I don't feel that these kids are entitled to the point, should be entitled to the point where you need to be forking out money to give them a $500 game system. If that's the stuff that they want, if it's beyond clothes, food, and the essentials for them to survive, if there's anything beyond that, they need to earn it themselves. They need to grow up, be old enough, get a job, and get and earn that shit themselves, or become a teenager and get a job at McDonald's and fund their own shit. And they will appreciate it a lot better if they fund their own stuff, because versus just handing them everything. That's how you're going to create a spoiled brat on top of that. And that's what some of these parents do. They get money and then be like, oh, I'm going to give this kid everything I never had. And they just give the kid stuff without setting boundaries and without making this child earn it. And then you end up with the most stuck-up child on the earth that thinks they're completely untouchable. My last job was correctional sergeant. When you don't hold your kids accountable, I used to deal with them when they got put in prison. Like literally, they're going to disrespect every single adult up until they meet law enforcement. And then law enforcement is going to be the first time they get held accountable in their life. And then the parents want to blame law enforcement and the kids get upset with the police and stuff. You raise the damn monster with no accountability. And then you're wondering why your child is in prison or in jail or juvie. Yeah, this is the shit that I'm avoiding. I'm sorry, if I can't say my piece for a house that I'm paying for, I want nothing to do with you. I'm out of here.